Okay, all right. So it's going to be the welcome back workout. Good morning. It is your favorite trainer, Coach Chuck. And today is my first day back after about 2 weeks. So this is going to be interesting to see how this is going to feel. But my body is anxious to get back to things. So let's go ahead and get started. You know me, I like to start the day off on my square. So let's go ahead and get on our square and we'll start with the breathing. Is that Emma? Oh my God. Emma, how are you?
Hello. Good. How are you?
I'm good. Long time no see.
I know, right?
Yeah, it looks like you had tried to take some classes or a class over the last week or so.
Yeah,
I
I
was
tried
on
Monday.
vacation, so I
Gotcha.
apologize.
You're
Well, I
totally
caught
fine.
COVID first and then I went on vacation,
hmm Okay.
but I'm back. So
Good.
anyway,
Good.
welcome. It is good to
Thank
see you.
you.
So we're just getting started. All right, so everybody, we're just going to start on our square. So again, being on our square is doing the things that we need to do to take care of ourselves intentionally, meaning that we are trying to get enough sleep, we're trying to get enough nutrition, we're trying to hydrate enough, right? When we're doing those things, that is us being on our square. When we're not doing those things, we're off of our square. Why is it important to be on your square? Well, stress of life is going to be coming. We respond as our best self when we are on our square. So let's start the day off this Wednesday, September 8th off on our square. And we'll just start with the breathing. And with the breathing, we're just going to take 4 deep breaths. We're going to breathe in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And when we breathe in through the nose, we're going to try to take in as much oxygen as possible and then just let it flow out. On the 4th exhale, we're going to go ahead and close our eyes, do a quick body scan, and then we'll get into our Tabata and then the workout, okay? So let's start with the breathing. Again, we're going to breathe in through the nose as much as possible. Fill up those lungs and stretch them out. And then just let the air fall out. That was 1. 2. 3, got 1 more. And 4. So go ahead and close your eyes out on that one. Okay, we're going to go ahead and shift the weight of our body into the heels. Let's go ahead and engage our glutes. And then we're going to shift the weight back into the toes. And then back into the heels. Now, this entire time, you guys, I want you breathing, trying to take in as much oxygen as possible. But as we're rocking back and forth from heel to toe, we are just kind of taking a quick inventory of the feet, seeing how they feel, kind of mentally greeting the feet, trying to form that positive relationship with getting up early and having your body do work for you. Just going to go ahead and bring the feet closer together. And then let's just make some small circles with those ankles, which are going to force your knees and hips to move as well. And as we're doing those circles, we're just taking a quick inventory of how those ankles feel, right? Working our way up. How do our knees feel? How do our hips feel? Right, let's go ahead and reverse those circles. Right, good morning, ankles, knees, hips. Thanking them for getting up this early. All right, so go ahead and stop with the circles. Let's go ahead and get the feet just about hip width apart, point it straight ahead. Let's re-engage those glutes and get the weight back in the heels. All right, we're gonna make our way up. Let's start spraying those fingers apart and then making fists. Spraying those fingers apart as far as you can and then making a fist as tight as you can. Okay, just checking in or taking inventory of those fingers. Let's do some internal circles of the wrist. All right. Let's do some external circles of the wrist. Taking inventory of the muscles of the forearms. Okay, let's go ahead and bend our elbows. So bend our hands, bring our hands up to the shoulders, and then extend them back down to the sides, like we're doing some air curls, right? As we straighten those arms, that's the back of the arms or the triceps, as we bring the thumbs to the shoulders, that's shortening that angle, that is biceps. Okay, now let's go ahead and go with some shoulder circles. We'll go reverse shoulder circles, right? Weight is still in the heels, you're still kind of engaging the glutes. Good morning, shoulders. Right, as I'm doing those shoulder circles, I'm gonna go ahead and reverse those shoulder circles. I was doing backwards, now I'm doing forwards. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in a couple of neck rotations, so looking to both sides while I'm doing that. Just taking a quick inventory of those shoulders. And the neck. Okay, now let's go ahead and take our chin, point it all the way up towards the ceiling. Right, the weight is still in our heels, our glutes are still engaged. And we're gonna take that chin and we're gonna tuck it into the chest and we're gonna look straight down at the ground. All right, then we're gonna bring our gaze level. And then we're gonna finish with 4 deep breaths in the same manner in which we started, right? So we're breathing in through the nose, filling up those lungs, and then just letting the air fall out. On the 4th exhale, we're gonna go ahead and slowly open up our eyes. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Good job. Good job. All right. I haven't done one of those in a couple of days, so that felt really good. Let me get my stopwatch here. Rock it, and we'll go ahead and get our Tabata started. So, Tabata, usually 2 or 3 movements that we do for 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off. Okay, first movement today is going to be jumping jack toe touches. So feet are together, arms are to the side. We do a jumping jack, and then we fold ourselves in half at the hips, right? To try to stretch out those hamstrings. Now, if you're up this early, you don't feel like jumping, the modification of that is stepping to the side and then reaching. Stepping to the side and then reaching, right? Then we're going to get into air squats, which would be next, right? Feet are just outside of hip width apart, knees will bend, but we're going to shoot those hips super far back, get into those glutes, right? Air squats. And then we'll get into some shoulder taps, right? These are pretty basic movements. We don't need many modifications for them, so I'm going to walk you through them as we go. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Starting with those jumping jack toe touches. 3, 2, 1, go. Jumping jack toe touches. The body is remembering. All right. So next we'll get into air squats. We'll get into air squats. Okay, here we go. Feet are just outside of hip width apart. Knees are bending. I'm trying to get the hips lower than the knees. Squeeze the hips as tight as I can at the top. Just get as many of those as we can. 20 seconds. Breathing in on the way down. Breathing out on the way up. Okay, now let's take it down to the ground for some shoulder taps. I'm gonna be at the top of my push-up position. Right hands are wide. I'm gonna shift and touch the shoulders. Trying not to shift the weight in the hips. Trying to stay tight in the midsection. Okay. All right. Next, let's go into regular jumping jacks. Regular jumping jacks, right? Again, if you don't feel like jumping, just go to the side. Here we go. Soft landing. right? Using those natural shock absorbers of your ankles, knees, and hips. Making sure that those heels kiss. Okay. Let's go with reverse lunges next. Reverse lunges. All right, so I'm standing here. I'm just going to go back as low as I can. Tap the back knee. If I'm not flexible today, if not, I just want to point that back knee towards the ground. Try not to let the front lean go in. It can go out, but not in. Meaning, I don't want it to come in, right? It can go out, but not in. Okay, let's go with mountain climbers next. Mountain climbers. So we're on the ground. Here we go. Driving those knees up towards the chest. Trying to keep the shoulders on top of or in front of the hands as we breathe and run it out. Okay. Back to jumping jack toe touches. Back to jumping jack toe touches. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got one left. And I'm gonna make that one butt kickers, right? So that one's where we're running in place, trying to get the heels to kick the butt. It doesn't matter how fast we're going, as long as we're landing nice and soft. Okay, and rested. Good job. So that was interesting because, like I said, I've been working out, but I have not been doing a whole lot of these body weight movements that I was accustomed to doing. And so it was going to be interesting to see how my body responded. And so far, so good. You don't lose much of it. Okay, so we got a big leg workout today. We're going to start with squats. We're going to do 100 squats, 100 air squats. We're going to break it up though. So let's go ahead and get in position because of the time. And let's just start. We'll try to get to 50 before we need to break it up, right? We'll get to 25 and we'll take inventory then. If we need to break it up, we'll go ahead and do it. So get your feet just outside of shoulder width apart. Make sure that the toes are pointed as straight as forward or as possible, right? Some people, because of the way that their hips are shaped, need to point the feet out just slightly. You need to do that, go ahead and do it, right? Knees are gonna bend, but we're gonna send those hips way back, knees wide at the bottom, and then drive through the heels at the top. So that's one, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, I feel great. I think we should keep going. Let's go. Let's go. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Good job. Let's grab a little water. I hope you brought your water today. If you're on your square, you should have it. You should have it. The earlier you get up, the earlier you can start hydrating, right? Okay, we got 50 left. Let's go ahead and finish it out. Here we go. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. 10 left. 10 left. Let's get it. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Good job. Good job. Now, if you're like me, whenever you get a high number like that for reps, you should be thinking, A, how can I break that up to get it done? And then B, each rep is practice. So my 100th rep should look better than my first one because I get so many reps to practice. All right, next we're going to go into reverse lunges, right? So we're going to go 90 of those. So the way this workout is going to go is we got 100 and 100 air squats. Now we got 90 reverse lunges. Then we got 80 of something, 70 of something. We're going to try to make it all the way down to 10. So with this reverse lunge, excuse me, I'm going to take a reverse lunge. That back knee is going to touch the ground if I can, if I have the flexibility today. And then I'm driving forward, step up, or I'm driving through the heel to step forward. And then I'm going to alternate. Now, I do not want this front knee caving in on itself or you falling in on your arch. The knee can go out, but not in, preferably just straight up and down. Okay? So we got 90 of these. Let's go ahead and start the count. We'll break it up if we need to. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Make sure we're keeping 45, most of the weight over that front leg. 46, that was halfway. 47, 48, 49, 50. I'm gonna take a quick break at 50. You keep going if you need to, or if you can. It is amazing how your body does not forget these movements. 51. What I mean is 52. It's been a while since I've done 53. When I say a while, I'm talking like 2 weeks. 54, 55. And I cannot say 56 that I never did a lunge. 57. But my body, 58. Remembers it, 59. So it's not as hard 60 as I thought it was going to be. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90. Okay. Next, we have single leg toe touches. And we're not going to alternate on this one, right? We're going to pick a leg to balance. I'm probably going to start on my right leg, right? I'm going to shoot my left leg back as I go down and touch the right toe with my left hand. Stand back up. So we 1, 2. Okay? We have 80 of these. So I'm going to suggest that we do 20 one leg, 20 the other leg. Or no. Let's go 40 and 40. Let's break it up half and half. We should be able to make that. Okay, here we go. Let's start with balancing on that right leg. And we're going to go down and touch the right toe with the left hand. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure you shoot that back leg back. 8. Far enough to help you keep that balance. 9, 10. Spread the toes out in the shoe. 11. Grab the ground. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. Should we keep going or should we switch it up? Keep going? All right. Here we go. Oh. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. Woo, 27, it's burning now. 28. 29. 30. All right, I gotta shake that out just a little bit. All right. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. And 40. All right. Ooh, that burnt up that glute. That burnt up that right glute. Okay, let's get started on that left one. All right, so left leg is planted, right leg is in motion. Here we go. Reaching down and touch the toe with the right hand. 1, left toe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. That was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, this next movement's going to move a little bit faster. We need 70 mountain climbers. 70 mountain climbers. So we're going to get into our push-up position, right? With hands underneath the shoulders, or your shoulders over the tops of your hands, or maybe even a little bit in front of your hand. Now, the reason for that is that I can put most of the weight over my hands so that my feet can float. Because my foot does not touch the ground up here, it only touches the ground back there. So we're going to count out 70 of these, right? Find the breathing pattern. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 30, 31. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, 49, 50, 52, 53, 55, 56, 59, 60, 64, 66, 67, 70. That was not as hard as I thought it was going to be either. It's amazing what doing this 3 times a week for, how long has it been now? 6 months, 8 months? It's amazing. All right, we got hip thrusters. So we're gonna get on our back on the ground, like so. Just gonna grab my mat here. We're gonna dig those heels into the ground. My hands are gonna be off to the side. I'm gonna drive through my hips or drive through my heels and lift my hips up as high as I can get there. When I get that high, I'm gonna go just a little higher, and I'm just gonna come down, kiss the tailbone on the ground, and I'm gonna go right back up. Okay? We need 60 of these. So let's get to 30 and we'll see if we need to rest. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, we're halfway. I need to take a small break. Small break. Okay, we're halfway. Halfway. Here we go. 31, 32, 33. Okay, these are as hard as I remember. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 6, 7, 48, 49, 50. Okay, small break. 10 left. 10 left. Okay, here we go. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. Okay. Next, you guys, we got 50 heel raisers. 50 heel raisers. Okay. So you can just find a spot on a ground or on a stair. Get your balance. Feet are together. Right. I'm going to rock back and lift up the toes. And then I'm going to rock forward and go up as high as I can onto my toes. And we're just going to rock out 50 of those. Okay. So I'm going to do it right here. I don't think I need balance. When I rock back, I'm going to try to keep those knees straight and lift the toes up so I can engage the anterior tibialis in front of the leg. And then here, as high as I can, engaging the muscle in the back of the leg, the calf, right? So we need 50 of these. That was one. Okay, I am going to need some balance today. I'll grab this. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna get up on those toes as high as you can. 6, and on those heels as high as you can. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, halfway, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Okay, nice. Okay, so we're at 40. 40 is gonna be forward lunges, people, forward lunges. So back lunge, obviously I'm going backwards, tapping that knee and stepping forward. That forward lunge, I wanna go forward, but then I wanna explode off of that front heel to push myself back to standing, right? I'm not launching off the toe, I'm launching off the heel. So we got 40 of these. Let's just go ahead and alternate them, knock them out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Okay, next, let's go to side lunge. And with this one, we're gonna go 15 per side. So with our side lunge, all right, I'm gonna start with my feet together. I'm gonna kick one leg out to the side, and then I'm gonna go into a lunge, a deep side lunge, right? So left, well, in this case, I'm lunging into my right side. My left toe is pointed up so that I can get my hip super far back. Again, this knee is bending, but it is not going forward. Now, from this position, right, I'm going to explode again off of that heel to push myself to standing. And I'm going to come back out. Let's get it all on one side. So we're going to go to 15. Here we go. 1. You should be going stepping so far out to the side, 2, that you're getting a nice groin stretch 3 with each one of these as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, we got to get that other side. So now we're stepping to the left. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm stronger stepping to this side. 4 to the left. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, we got 2 left. 2 left. We got 20 jump squats. 20 jump squats. All right, so the jump squat is just like the air squat. The setup is the same. Feet are wide. I'm going to drop down into my squat. Knees are wide. I'm going to jump up, get my hips completely straight, knees straight, ankles straight. And then when I land, I'm already into the next one. So it's going to look like this, soft feet. We need 20 of these. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Woo. Okay, had to break mine up at 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Oh my God, my body didn't remember those because that hurt. All right, last thing. We need 10 burpees, 10 full-fledged burpees. So I want the push-up as well. Just need 10, and then we're done. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Good job. You might notice that Coach Chuck is not as enthusiastic as I normally am after a workout like that, but that kicked my butt. I've been off. Vacationing. We just got back from camping. And then just to set the proper expectation, I am going to be out next week. So we're going to do class today. We're doing class on Friday. We're doing class on Monday. Then I will be out for a week, and then I will be done vacationing. So we will be back on schedule 3 times a week at the same time. Just FYI. Okay. So words of wisdom. affirmations. I am off, guys. I feel like I've been away forever. Okay. Here we go. It takes curiosity to learn. It takes courage to unlearn. Learning requires the humility to admit that what you don't know today, learning requires the humility to admit what you don't know today. Unlearning requires the integrity to admit that you were wrong yesterday. Learning is how you evolve. Unlearning is how you keep up as the world evolves. I'm gonna read that again. It takes curiosity to learn. It takes courage to unlearn. Learning requires the humility to admit what you don't know today. Unlearning requires the integrity to admit that you were wrong yesterday. Learning is how you evolve. Unlearning is how you keep up as the world evolves. I don't have much to say about that one. I just read it. I thought it was interesting, so I'm figuring I'm going to pass it on to you guys. So take it for what it's worth. Give yourself a round of applause for getting up this morning. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a high five, right? A lot of times we don't get that as much as we need it as human beings. So I am a proponent of providing it for yourself, or I'll provide it for you at 5 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's good to see you, Emma.
Good to see you, Chuck.
How's school? Kicking
It was
your butt?
pretty good.
Okay.
Not yet too much, but probably soon.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, get out there and attack this Wednesday. Love the person who you are becoming. Carol, you got anything? Got nothing?
Glad to have you back. That's it.
All right. Well, I'm happy to see you back.
All
You
right.
guys
Thanks,
have a great
Chuck.
day.
You too.
See you Friday.